All right, I had a special request to do a video on God, or God as it pertains to the 12-step program, and you know who you are, who requested this. But so, all right, here's my 2 cents on that. And this is more for, most of the videos I do there for, I always direct them towards like guys in the house for the most part. But this one, I guess, will be directed towards people looking from the outside in on the 12-step thing, because I've heard this a couple of times. People saying, "Oh, I'm hung up on the God thing. I don't know." Or, gosh, I even have seen stuff about the 12-step program being a cult, which is one of the stupidest things you could say. If you look up the definition of what a cult is, it's just like it's so far off. So here's my perception on the God thing when it comes to 12 steps. I would consider myself at this point 12 years in recovery. I've been involved in, I went back to my religion, out of my religion now. The one thing that's been consistent is with the relationship I have with what they call a higher power or God in the 12-step program. It totally works for me, and I got to define that through the 12-step process. They let you do that. So I consider myself agnostic, right? Basically, I don't know what God is. I don't care to. I believe we're not designed to comprehend it. So I like to do the, man figure thing, the white European male figure type deal like that. My brain likes to affiliate it with a person. It helps me, but I really don't know, and I don't care. I just know that it works. I kneel to it every night, show some gratitude, ask for some things, ask to bless some people. I say thy will be done. I say, in a respectful way. That's something I constantly say, and I don't know, it's just, it's working. It worked. And the 12-step process helps you get closer to that thing. The Tao is interesting. If you're not familiar with the Tao Te Ching, it says, the first verse says, the Tao that can be named is not the eternal Tao. So I love that concept. It's basically saying you can't comprehend it, so, don't try. So that's where I comfortably live, and I get to do that in recovery. You got to realize that Bill W. was a very, he was a religious person. His friend, Bill W., founded the AA, the 12-step program, and it was a friend of his who had drank the same way he did, who came into his house, and he saw that his friend was not drinking. He was sober and looked great, sounded great, and told Bill W. that he'd found religion. So the foundation of the 12-step program was more faith-based, more like the, Christian type God perception. That's why in the 12 steps, it says, it references God as him, which if you really want to get picky, you could say, well, they say God is him, and, I'm anti-God being a him and whatever. It's just like, so congratulations, man. You can walk into anything and pick it apart. That's easy. Being a critic is easy. You want to get results, you want to impress me, I'm trying to impress me, but really it's impressive to me to see somebody who can walk into any organization or institution or establishment or business or whatever and find the positive, take away the good things that benefit them and leave the rest that doesn't. So the 12-step program offers you that flexibility. That's it. So you say, oh, God, I've heard guys refer to God as the sun and all different types of crap. I still use the word God. I use the word source. I like that one, or, whatever. It's just, the reality is it doesn't matter. The only thing that does matter, as far as the labels go, the thing that does matter is that it works, and your ego, your self-will is not the answer. In fact, when you think of a higher power could be a group of drunks. G-O-D, right? There's universal principles that you can tap into that are effective, like a group consciousness. That's a mastermind principle that Napoleon Hill references quite a bit in his books. I talk about it all the time. So just the very act of acknowledging that you're not the solution, that's what the first couple of steps are. The first step is really, and then, the next couple of steps are just admitting and realizing that you can turn your life over to the power of something greater than yourself, and it can restore you to sanity. And then there's some few additional steps after that. But if you're willing to do that, that's it. And you don't have, it doesn't have to be, well, I don't believe in God, God's stupid. So what? Okay, you can totally work around that. The group itself can be your higher power, or, just acknowledging that there may be something, a force, a universal force that's out there. It could be just the principles of physics. It could be whatever. Who gives a crap? Get over yourself. There's something greater than you that's out there that you can tap into, that's more powerful than you, that can restore you to sanity. And then the work that you do in the remaining steps will help you get closer to that and help you maintain that relationship. I'm about to go to the gym right now. That's a spiritual thing for me. I get into a meditative state. I have, all types of just physical, reactions to working out that I need. I go in the steam room, and that's where if there's nobody else in there, I can actually meditate for a little while. But, maintaining a conscious contact with God is later on in the steps. It's, when you get into 10 and 11, you'll see that. And then helping other people, right? All of those things help me maintain my conscious contact with God, my God of my understanding. And when everybody failed me, when the church that I knew failed me, and when they didn't fail me, but when it all fell apart, the people around, it's almost like everything in life, in my experience, will let you down, especially people. Humans let you down. Like, even my kids, my mom, my dad, everybody, they're human. That stuff doesn't last. What matters is that you're good with your Creator, that you have a good relationship there, that you can go to that in any given time, no matter what, that's there for you. That's what I have. And you know what gave me that? Recovery. I hate to say it. I'm glad that I've quit drinking 12 years ago and got into the 12-step program. And whatever your thing is, I think everyone should do the 12-step program, regardless. Every one of us, just being human, have some sort of, self destruction mode, we all have something. And the 12-step process helps you get through it. It's really, really simple. Don't overcomplicate it. All right. Hope that helped you.